The poet I picked was Judith Minty. Having spent the majority of her childhood summers camping with family, Minty uses nature as a prominent muse for a lot of her works. In a poem of hers titled Sleepwalkers, the conformed reader learns along with the poet to walk with the bear. The character is afraid of cowering, quote unquote. This symbolizes bravery. Minty uses imagery to paint a vivid picture in the comparison of a vicious bear and a heavy storm in the same poem, Sleepwalkers. Though the forces of nature are dominant in her works, Minty is much more than a simple nature poet. In her chapbook, 12 Letters to My Daughters, she expresses the relationship between she and her two daughters, how it has evolved over time, and how they've grown up so quickly and left home. Judith misses her girls, and she finds a way to express it through her pen and paper. In Counting the Losses, another one of her chapbooks, she combines sharp images of her own maturing, told in third person. The loss of her father really took a toll on her. They've always been close. She faced separation from loved ones, and things were never the same. Also, in Counting the Losses, Minty observes more for women than men, our fathers are our first loves. She uses the image of a tree, a talesman associated with her father, and a male mentor. And I quote, "It must have been her father who carried her hands like blossoms on his shoulders, feeling roots stretched down to hold on to." Through tone in Walking the Beach in Fog, she expresses how she now possesses a calm awareness of the unknown. She doesn't know what's ahead of her, but she's okay with finding out. In her famous poem Conjoined, she refers to her marriage as a monster. She expresses how unhappy and trapped she feels within it, and how unseverable she and her husband have become. In Conjoined, she compares her marriage to the conjoined twins, Chang and Ing, joined by the chest by skin and muscle, doomed to live, even make love together for 60 years. To sever the muscle could free one, but might kill the other. Minty quotes in Conjoined. As a poet of truth, Judith Minty is one of the few poets who can pull us out of our sheltered worlds into an actual one. She doesn't try to make everything happy, which gives us a realistic sense in all her writings. Judith Minty's most prominent literary concept seems to be imagery. She uses it to get across the ideas or the attitude of her poem. Although imagery is the literary concept that she uses the most, it's not the only one. She utilizes symbolism very frequently as well, as each one of her poems or chapbooks symbolizes something in her life. With honesty, toughness, and a spare kind of beauty, Minty pours an intimate understanding of earth, as well as what lies beneath and above it. And there you have Judith Minty by Janay Thomas. Thank you.